Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Cocktails from Home. My name is Jay Rose from Hunter and Distributing. I'm here as always with Deirdre Shosha. Deirdre, how are you this fine afternoon?
I'm doing great, Jay. How are you doing?
Doing well. I changed locations in my house, so there's a bit of a different backdrop. We're in my bar area, so I'm actually standing behind a bar, and I don't have 56 feet of counter space in front of me. Just trying this out to see if it works better as far as the look and the sound of things. You know, because that's interesting to people watching. They're wondering what's going on. I'm letting them know. So speaking of mysteries, we have a product today that we sell that has been a bit of a mystery to me for a while because I just didn't understand it. I don't know that I was advanced enough to even understand it. And I think I've turned a corner, and I just tried it by itself, and it raised an eyebrow, and I said, wow, I really, really, really like this. The product I'm talking about is a gin called Apostoles Gin from Argentina. What makes this different is a lot of the botanicals they're using are from Argentina. There's a couple wild ones in this gin that you don't necessarily find in gin that make it super unique. And we're talking about yerba mate, eucalyptus, and mint. These are things that are all happening as far as your flavor profile in this gin, as well as your juniper, and there's other things happening too. So we were tasked with making a cocktail with this particular gin, and it's a beautiful, beautiful product, and we've come up with a cucumber gimlet. Now, as far as I know, I think Mr. Burns and the Simpsons drank gimlets. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but it just popped into my head as I said it. But we're going to try our hand at a gimlet today. So I believe it's an old style drink. We're going to have a new modern twist on it. And our mad scientist extraordinaire who has come up with such a drink to make this unique gin shine, Miss Deirdre Shosha. Deirdre, what in God's name is happening with this gin and this cocktail? What are we doing here?
So, Apostoles Gin it's a lower ABV gin, and it's got a lot of really cool botanicals in it. And it's really bright and super fresh. So I kind of wanted to, and the weather outside is still 1,000,000 degrees. So I kind of wanted to do something kind of light and fresh. So I thought this would be a great drink. It's a little controversial that we even call it a gimlet because a traditional recipe for a gimlet is simply gin and lime cordial. You know what lime cordial is. It's that neon green bottle of lime juice that you have behind a bar that's always sticky. I personally don't like those. They've gone out of fashion quite some time ago because I don't think too many other people really like them either. They're super artificial. So a lot of times now if somebody puts a gimlet on their menu, they're going to use fresh lime juice, and we're going to use fresh lime juice. So if you talk to a cocktail purist, they're probably going to tell you this isn't really a gimlet. But I'll tell you what, I don't care because it's going to taste a whole lot better.
Right.
So we're going to take our large shaker tin, and I've quartered up some cucumbers. And
Gotcha.
Take about four to six of those, however many you like. I'm putting 4 in. If you want more cucumbery, you can put a few more in if you like.
Going for it.
Good trick, use Persian cucumbers. They don't have any seeds. Seeds can make it bitter.
Oh.
If you don't have that, whatever. Roll with what you got. We're going to take a 1/2 ounce of our simple syrup. I'm using a honey simple syrup. You can use traditional simple, however you want to do it. And then we're going to take
this time.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Then we're going to take 0.75 ounces of fresh lime juice.
Gotcha. Down it goes.
We're going to get our muddler, and we're going to muddle that up.
Now, is there such thing as too much muddling or too little muddling when you do this?
There's too much muddling, yeah, especially if you have herbs involved. If you over muddle your herbs, you're just kind of destroying them. And if you over muddle the cucumber, it just gets all soupy. You really just want to release the flavors into everything else. We're then going to Say that again, I'm sorry?
Now, if you were to put like a time limit on how much you muddle, what do you figure, 10, 12 seconds?
I usually just give it a couple turns. Take your muddle, put it in there. Don't mash it up like a maniac. Just put it in there, give it a couple hard turns. You're good to go.
Got it.
Then you're going to fill your shaker tin with ice.
Okay. Good.
And we're going to top it off with 2 ounces of the Apostoles.
2 ounces. I like it. So we had a viewer question today where I was asked if you want to go a little heavier with your pour of your spirit, does that mean you have to recalibrate all of your mixers that go with it?
I would say if it's a drink that has several ingredients in it, yes, I would recalibrate so that it's balanced.
Okay.
But if you're somebody who's drinking a spirit-forward cocktail, like a Manhattan or a martini, and you prefer that drink to be less sweet, you want to put that vermouth in the background a little further, then I have no problem with you just bumping up the booze factor. But if you're making a drink that has several different components, I would always adjust. Just make a large cocktail at that. You're just making a double at that point.
Oh, good point. Yeah, there you go.
We're going to cap this. We're going to shake it up.
I'm getting good at that.
Yeah.
I'm one-handed now.
Nice. You have much larger hands than I do.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I'm going to use a coupe. So you can drink this strained with no ice, or you can strain it over fresh ice into a rocks glass, which is what you're going to do.
Yep.
But on either account, you need to double strain the drink. So we're going to get our traditional strainer, and we're going to get our fine strainer.
Oh my. Yep. Oh yeah. So I saw in the description you sent the email that you said no garnish. Is garnish optional, or we just don't garnish this?
The way that I feel about garnishes when I create drinks is the same way I feel about when I cook food. I'm not putting anything on here unless it adds something to it. You have everything that you need in the drink already. I'm also drinking it in a coupe, and I could stick that random piece of lime on the side of it if I wanted to, but I feel like it's all there in the glass already, so I don't really feel this drink needs a garnish. Should you want a cucumber?
Yeah.
Should you want to put a cucumber wheel or a lime on it? Feel free.
Okay, cool. I probably will do that in the future. But this came out spot on perfect in a rocks glass. Look at that.
There it is.
Wow. That's tremendous. Now, could you maybe add a couple mint leaves to the muddle on this?
If you wanted to, I really kind of wanted to keep it simple. And I feel like there's so much going on in the Apostoles as is. I figured I'd let the gin do the talking. If I were using a different gin, something a little bit simpler with a little bit less of a botanical flair to it, then I probably would add mint to it, because I do in other cases. Wow,
you used a word earlier to describe this gin. You said very bright and clean. Boy, you nailed it there. And I think what I'm catching here, it's got the ingredients on the back, which is cool too. The pink grapefruit playing really nicely with this lime and this simple. The pink grapefruit is really pronounced. I feel like the mint and the yerba mate has kind of taken a back seat, and now this citrus is right out front. This is fantastic.
Glad you like it.
Oh,
everybody likes it too.
Wow. But these are dangerous. I could drink, 50 of them pretty easily. They go down really, really, really simple. Wow, great stuff. All right, so we've tackled a gimlet, a modern take on a gimlet with a little bit of cucumber. I'm into it. Very, very, very well done. Dee, thanks again for walking us through the process. You are a rock star and a mad scientist, as it were. Good work.
Thank you.
Man, that's refreshing. So, all right, until next time, everybody, enjoy your drinks, stay hydrated, stay safe, all that stuff.